this is the one I really wanted. So, press play on this. Press play on this. Press play.
The Jim Crow era was marked by a reign of domestic terror known as lynching, a grotesque form of mob rule without judge or jury. The first reported lynching is said to have occurred in Madison, Mississippi in 1835. And what followed were decades of hanging.
So this has been going on record since 1835. On record. We know it happened way before that. 1835. During slavery. Why? For a certain, he's going to tell you. Go ahead, press play.
Used as a way to terrorize black people.
Pause and repeat it again. And give me Leviticus 26 and 17. Press play.
People carried out these lynchings.
First reported lynching is said to have occurred in Madison, Mississippi in 1835. And what followed were decades of hangings, used as a way to terrorize black people.
Pause. So if you're seeing a method that's used to terrorize black people over and over again in the community, wouldn't it shake your head and say, this is somebody trying to terrorize black people?
Right.
I'm seeing the same murder weapon pop up all over the place.
Right.
Let me investigate. Come on, y'all. That's common sense. Give me Leviticus 26, real quick.
Leviticus 26 and verse 17. And I will set my face against you.
God said he going to set his face against us. Read.
And ye shall be slain.
And what?
Ye shall be slain.
Read.
Before your enemies.
And we were going to be slain before our enemies. One of the way God used our enemies to slain us is what? Through hanging us, lynching us. But guess what? God is in control. But always we using this is to show y'all who the man of sin is. Who the man of perdition is. This is what God set them up to do. And guess what? They so grotesque that they won't even research it. They won't even investigate it to show you who they are. Go ahead, press play. I mean, read it all the way through.
Yes, sir. They that hate you shall reign over you. And ye shall flee when none pursueth you.
And ye shall flee when no man pursueth you. Go ahead, press play. You got something, Cap?
No, go ahead.
Press play, press play.
People who carried out these lynchings could have buried the bodies in the ground, but hanging was preferred because it lifted these bodies up to terrorize and taunt communities of.
Where was John 3:16 when y'all had thousands of white people to watch a public lynching? And guess what?
Ain't that Jerry Jones in there?
This wasn't a result of a court case. They took justice in their own hand. Give me Zechariah 1 and 15 real quick. And guess what, y'all? These are your what's the word? What's the word? The descendants. Those people that you see today that are those are their forefathers. It's the same spirit. Go ahead, read that.
Zechariah chapter 1, verse 15. And I am very sore displeased with the heathen.
God says he's sore displeased with the heathen. Read.
That are at ease.
That are what?
At ease.
Read.
For I was but a little displeased. And they helped forward the affliction.
What did they do?
They helped forward the affliction.
They helped to forward the affliction. God says they were supposed to punish us, put us on slave ships. So God didn't say get thousands of people around, light a bonfire with the saints' bodies and put it in photos and ship it all over America. And put John 3:16 at the bottom. God didn't appoint that. But that's the evil, that's the wicked that's inside of each and every one of these people. Understand that. Understand what lynching was set up to do. It says those bodies are used to terrorize and taunt communities of colors. These lynchings are meant to send a message to our people. Go ahead, press play.
These bodies up to terrorize and taunt communities of color.
Some people even brought children and picnic baskets to these brutal.
Pause.
That's a family outing. Yeah.
So y'all mean to tell me these are the same people that you want to marry today? You think they changed?
Right.
You think they, give me Isaiah 14 and 20. I'm going to show you why God said what he said. Y'all think we be making this stuff up when we say the white man came with picnics and with his family and had a good time? Understand that. understand who these people are. Go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 20. Thou shalt not be joined with them in burial, because thou hast destroyed thy land.
Read.
And slain thy people. The seed of evildoers shall never be renowned.
What verse you read?
Verse 21.
Oh, excuse me. Before prepare slaughter for his children.
Do what?
Bring it out.
Prepare slaughter for his children.
Prepare slaughter for his children. Read.
For the iniquity.
For what?
For the iniquity
Read.
of their fathers.
For the iniquity of their fathers. Why? Because they doing the same thing to this day.
Right.
They just can't do it as publicly as they used to, because some of the people think they righteous. Some of the white folks gonna say, no, we can't do that no more. Remember the video when they had the dinner table? They say, no, some of them you gotta lift up.
Trick daddy.
Yeah.
Trick
some
baby
of them you gotta keep down.
Yep.
So now they just evolved a little bit. Now they call themselves liberal. Now they want to be amongst us. But it's the same spirit in these people. Understand that. Read it all the way through again.
Prepare slaughter for his children. For the iniquity of their fathers.
Read.
That they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities.
God says their face is going to be gone. Why? For the iniquities of their fathers. Look at these images. Put those images on the screen so the people can see it. Y'all think we be making this stuff up? These lynchings were public displays of terror among our people. You think a black man showed up there with a white woman? Hell no.
No.
It ain't happening. Why? Because they were trying to send a message to all our people, and all y'all don't fell asleep. All y'all that's wifed up with Becky and Jill,
Amber.
y'all have fell asleep and forgotten what happened to our forefathers. Go ahead.
Send them a Christmas card like this. See how they
Right.
feel.
Exactly. Go ahead. You got something, Zell?
Yes, sir. Can we get Hebrews 12:16? Because our people need a reminder of who this monster is.
Uh-oh. What you doing over there? Hey, he's falling apart.
Was this brother trying to commit suicide? Oh, snap.
I thought he was about to over there falling apart.
Oh, man.
He was about to do it.
He was about to do it.
He's about to get in the boot.
Hey,
Don't do it, Jeff.
hey, listen. When you see these things, you see these pictures, like Cap was bringing out. They all together. You don't see none of them like, hey, Jeff, maybe we shouldn't do this.
Right.
Hey, Ryan, let's let them go and go back inside. No,
Right.
they all in agreement with
Yep. There you go. There you go. Hey, shalom, caller. The first caller at 823. What's your name? Question or comment? Where you calling from?
King James, calling out the South.
The South, okay.
Birmingham, Alabama.
From the Birmingham. What's going on with you? What's your question or comment?
I just want to say that they better not put me in charge, because it's going to be some heads rolling.
keep the commandments and you'll be good.
Don't give me the juice.
There you go. Keep the commandments and you're going to be able to do whatever you want to do.
Right.
I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do.
There you go.
What he gave me the authority to do.
Right.
I can understand why our brothers and sisters are so blind to the fact that the oppression is happening to us, and they turn a cheek, they turn their head to the oppression, and they not understanding that one day it's going to be their son or daughter, uncle, nephew, mother, father, some friend that they might know.
Right.
And it's predicted. And you can't turn your head away from what it is. It is what it is, and everything is going to come to pass.
Right.
I just wanted to call in and say roo, 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 roo to the real motherfucking dogs, the real, excuse my language, the real brothers.
All right. Shalom, brother. Yeah. All right. So, but what he said, he did make some sense. Our people have forgotten what happened to us. Go ahead. Take that call. Hey, shalom, caller. What's your name? Question or comment? Where you calling from? Shalom.
Shalom, dear brother Judah.
Brother Judah, where you calling from, Judah?
Yes, sir. I'm coming from Birmingham. I had just want to touch on what you were bringing up with the display thing.
Yes, sir.
Shalom. You hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes, sir. I was just want to bring out about the display. It just brought me back to Rasheen Carter when he was running in front of that deer camera.
Right. Yep.
And just that's all I wanted to say about that thing.
All praise, all praise. Thank you for calling in, bro.
Yes, sir.
So go ahead, bring it up. Hey, shalom, caller. What's your name? Question, comment. Where you calling from?
Yeah, this is David, man, in Houston.
Okay, what's going on, Dave? What's your question, comment?
Yeah, man. I want you guys to know. I really appreciate y'all videos, man. I was made aware today. Well, not really today, but a couple days ago. But I guess I could say I was really made aware of how the media is reporting this deal in between the Palestinians and Israel.
Right.
Man, let me tell you something, man. I really do want you guys to know, man, that I appreciate what y'all doing.
All praise to the Most High.
Yeah, man. That's all I want to say, man.
All praise. Hey, stay in the faith. Apply the commandments, brother. Thank you for calling in.
All right.
All right, all praise.
Hey, Zeph woke up them. He woke up.
He done went into the den with them lights.
All praise.
Hey, shalom, caller. Take the call, y'all. Take the call. Hey, shalom, caller. What's your name? Question, comment. Where you calling from?
Shalom, brother. My name is Tamara, man. I'm calling from Jersey, man.
Okay. Jersey. What's going on, boss?
Yeah, I got a quick question. So I've been in the scripture nonstop for the past month. Like I just can't get out of it. I'm trying to get conceptualization about. Is it true that the white man we cannot teach them how to live correctly at all? If they accept and respect this, can they still be taught? That's just my question.
I got you. Pull that picture back up on the screen.
Bring it out.
This man right here that you seeing in front of everybody in his kingdom, that's how he treated you. Guess what? You ain't changing him. Give me wisdom of Solomon. I'm going to give you a scripture, though, to back it up. And keep that image on the screen. I want the people to see. I want the people to see when they had all the power. Black people wasn't worrying about nobody. When they came into Rosewood, black people were self-sufficient. They wasn't taking nothing from the white man. Right. And they burned it to the ground. Right. When they came into Tulsa, black people was living amongst themselves. They wasn't bothering white people. Right. They burned it to the ground. When they went up to Philadelphia with the during the MOVE movement, right. They burned it to the ground. That is how these people roll. They cannot live a righteous life because it ain't in them. That's how God made them. Wisdom of Solomon, you got that? 10, I think it is.
12 and 10.
12 and 10. Read that.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 12 and verse 10. But executing thy judgments upon them little and little.
Read.
Thou gavest them a place of repentance.
God gave this man place of repentance. He gave it to him. Read.
Not being ignorant.
Not being ignorant. God ain't dumb. Read.
That they were a naughty generation.
Read.
And that their malice.
That hatred that's inside of them. Read.
Was bred in them.
It was what?
Was bred in them.
It was bred in them, meaning from the moment they were born, that spirit of hatred and malice and malignity, it was built inside of each and every one of their spirits. Read.
And that their cogitation would never be changed.
The way they think about you, the way they process things will never be changed, thus saith the Lord. You understand that, my brother?
Absolutely, brother.
All praises. All praise. So leave Becky alone. Hey, I know a good divorce lawyer you can hire. So, Zeph, you had a precept.
Hey, that was in the spirit they asked that question, because what you just brought out goes with what I was going to bring out, Hebrews 12 and 16.
Bring it out.
Bring it out. Come on.
Get to it. All praises, though.
Hey, shalom, caller. What's your name? Question, comment. Where you calling
instead
from?
of prefacing that thing.
Yes, sir. My name is Joanne. I've called before. I'm calling from Tyler, Texas. And I just wanted to I had mentioned the movie Killers of Flower Moon. And let me turn this down. I can hear myself. Okay, and that one of the Osage women was married to an Edomite for 20 years, for over 20 years. She had 3 children by him. He was still poisoning her,
right,
trying to get to that money.
Damn.
You know, I mean, she thought that she could love him. I mean, she stood by him even after knowing that what he had done for a while. She stood by him even while the trial was going on.
Right.
And she thought she could love him into righteousness or something. I don't know. But when she found out that he was still poisoning her, that's when she cut him off.
Right.
And but anyway, I just wanted to read something that says, we accepted their religion, their standard of beauty, their version of our history, their toxic diet, and their rules. The greatest fear is that we have become so comfortable in our chains, we now accept this mental slavery as normal. And that's what it is. And it also says a system cannot fail those it was never designed to protect.
100% correct, sis. 100%
That's
correct.
right.
You in the spirit. All praise. Thank you for calling in.
Yes, thank you so much.
All praise. Sis always dropping them jewels on your head. Somebody else was calling, Zeph. We can't let you speak.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 12, verse 16.
Bring it out.
Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright.
Hold on. Take the call, but caller, you got to wait for a second. Finish the precept.
Bring your thought out.
Hold on 1 second, caller.
Verse 17. For ye know how that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected.
He was what?
He was rejected.
He was rejected. This is a profane person that was rejected of God, and you still see that in his actions. I know our people want to say, how can we help this man? How can we reform him? How can we save him?
Right.
When they killed us, they actually came out to the march and marched with us.
Right.
They didn't march with you because they cared about
Right.
you. They marched with you to keep you docile.
There you go.
There you go. 100%.
Read on.
For he found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears.
And even though he sought it carefully with tears, the Most High saw past him trying to play him, and he was what? Read.
For ye are not come unto the mount that might be touched.
That's the part I wanted. He was rejected. He was rejected of God. So no, we can't reform him. This is the devil we're talking about.
They try to reform with sensitivity changing.
Right.
Sensitivity training.
Sensitivity training.
Yeah.
Hey, shalom, caller. What's your name? Question, comment. Where you calling from?
Hey, shalom. I'm calling from Birmingham, Alabama.
Ooh, a lot of callers from Birmingham.
Shout out to Captain Dan.
I'm just on fire, sweetheart. Shalom, Most High Christ and bless. Basically, what I want you guys to understand, the young lady that called in, the young gentleman that called in want to know, can they be changed?
Right.
I work at a facility that is Alzheimer's and dementia. And regardless of what.
Go ahead, sis.
Okay. Regardless of what, they are still Edomites.
Right.
They go back and they revert to the same old evil ways. And you would think with having Alzheimer's and dementia that their brain would probably forget about what they have done.
Right.
But it never goes away. It never goes away. I don't care if they're in the last stage of Alzheimer's dementia, they still refer to you as a nigger or a nigger.
That's right.
Wow.
That's
so you see that? You see that
and
in the
I
job?
work with them every day, all day.
Dang, that's crazy. Thank you for calling in, sis.
Built-in hatred.
All right, shalom. Most High
Christ bless. That's heavy. Because I would imagine when you in dementia, you going into your true state.
Right.
It's almost like they say, when you drunk, you speak what's on your mind.
Right.
Well, we had a video about that. Sister was a home health care, and Edomite was spitting on it.
Right, he was spitting on it. Yep. Remember that. Pull the picture up. All right, press play on that.
The scriptures say, where there is no vision, the people perish.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV.
Do you know your history?
I'm going to show you and prove to you that the Israelites are black, were always black.
Dance for time, just move up your body. Don't get loose and groove on the body. Bruise, wine.
Put on the armor, the procedure complete. Me nah go back, nah retreat. All traitors, every Jezebel must get delete. Me no sleep on a demon, me keep a full clip. Conspire me downfall, cause them want see me slip. Stay close to the real ones, we seal off and legit. Cause I gotta use them to keep your soul from the pit. This a war life.
Press play on that.
Of the victims, using them to produce lynching postcards. With law enforcement so often negligent in the face of lynch mobs, it took a revolution in public opinion
The law enforcement has always been negligent. Y'all see the people on the screen? Right, what they doing? Protesting. Right. The same exact thing we doing today. Hey, Officer Lazarkar, if you back there, see if Jonathan got the video done from the other night, please. But if we doing the same thing today, it ain't changed. Go ahead, press play.
The women at the forefront.
To bring an end to lynchings as a public spectacle. Few did more to end lynching than journalists documented hundreds of lynchings and countered the belief that the hangings were justifiable punishment for brutal acts of criminality. Building on Wells's research and writings, the NAACP made the fight to end lynching core to its mission.
They would hang a black flag saying a man was lynched today.
Pause. Hey, shalom, caller. What's your name? Question, comment. Where you calling from? They hung up? All right, press play.
It was very successful in mobilizing African Americans and their allies.
Though lynchings decreased in most parts of the country, they remained a vicious practice in the South.
Pause.
Notably,
they remained a vicious cycle in the South. That's why a lot of these hangings, where they found it, in the South, in Florida. We don't have 2 in the last 2 weeks. Go ahead, press play.
Brutal murder in 1955 of 14-year-old Emmett Till. Till was kidnapped and murdered by 2 neighborhood white men after he was accused of whistling at a white woman in their store. His mother's insistence on an open casket and press photos of his mutilated body catalyzed the civil rights movement. Till's accuser would recant her story more than 60 years later. The last documented lynching in the United States took place 26 years after Emmett Till was murdered. In 1981, Michael Donald was attacked at random by 2 members of the Ku Klux Klan. He was beaten, then strangled.
Now, what I wanted y'all to get out of this is all of these murders, guess what, y'all? It ain't the police officers. Because everybody want to say,
it's the police.
No justice, no peace, no racist, police. Guess what? These ain't police officers.
Right.
The brother that got hung in Jacksonville, it wasn't by a police officer.
Right.
Sister Yo-Yo that got hung, it wasn't a police officer. Emmett Till, it wasn't a police officer. These are your neighbors. These are your co-workers. These are your teachers. These are your employees. Those are the people that's hanging you. So stop crying about the police and get away from all of them. That's what God telling you. Press play.
Strangled and hanged. Donald's mother filed a case against the Klan and won. An all-white jury awarded her $7 million. The case also set a legal precedent that hate groups are responsible for the action of their members.
Now, they found the one case that we won.
It wouldn't be until 2018 that the United States Senate passed a bill that would classify the act of lynching as a hate crime.
Pause. After 100. Yeah, they labeled it. They say lynching is a hate crime now, but guess what? Every time there's a lynching, they say it's suicide.
It's suicide.
They say it's suicide.
That's so crafty counsel.
The white man will give you one thing and they say, yeah, that's bad as hate crime. But every time we get found lynched, guess what? It's suicide.
Right.
The white man is the damn devil.
How convenient.
Yep.
So,
press play. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
100 years.
Hold on, y'all.
So teaching blacks, Hispanics, and natives that they the true Israelites is a hate crime.
Right. There you go.
That's equivalent to lynching people?
Right. Yep.
What?
In their eyes. Go ahead, press play.
And more than 200 failed attempts in the United States Congress.
They've been trying to get this thing changed 200 times. They went before the government to get the lynching bill. 200 times it failed. What is letting you know? They don't care. It took to 2018 with George Floyd and everything, Black Lives Matter. All that had to be going on for them to change their mind. Go ahead, press play.
The United States Senate finally spoke the truth about lynching.
They use Camilla Harris.
The bill serves as a symbolic apology for Congress's failure to act.
Symbolic apology.
Hey, all of those things that you see there, those are all symbolic of everybody that's been hung, that they have proved anyway. Ain't no apology. Look at all those people you took off the earth. Go ahead, press play.
African Americans were brutally murdered.
So I wanted to show y'all the history because some of y'all may not have understood the history and why we get in such an uproar when we see our brothers and sisters found like that. Because when we see it, we know what it's meant to do. We know what spirit is supposed to evoke in us. We know what they trying to send a message to us, which is what? And we still over y'all. Y'all need to sit down and behave and be good Negroes.
Hey, Cap, I got to go back to that caller because that caller symbolized the same thought that a lot of our people have. I want to go to Wisdom of Solomon 18:7. We were just talking about this yesterday, how the work is so great because the minds of our people have to change. They have to see that these people are the enemies of the Israelites. Right. Okay, you said, where was John 3:16, right? Right. Read that.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 18, verse 7. So of thy people was accepted.
So of thy people was accepted. Something to be accepted. That means that we are all in agreement with it. Go ahead.
Both the salvation of the righteous.
The salvation of the righteous. First of all, we got to get to see that of the people on the planet, God says we are the righteous. All right. I know it don't look like it, but we are the people that salvation is for. Go ahead.
And the destruction.
And the what?
The destruction of the enemies.
So the salvation of us goes hand in hand with the destruction of our enemies. You cannot have it any other way. They cannot coexist with us and we have salvation. That's why we had to leave Egypt.
There you go.
We cannot have salvation in the land of our enemies. Let's take this call. I got more on that.
Hey, shalom, caller. What's your name? Question, comment, where you calling from? Turn down your TV.
Okay, yeah. Shalom, brother. Brother AJ from Los Angeles.
Okay. We doing good. How about yourself?
Excellent. Listen, you know the Hebrew word for violence is Hamas. That's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
If you look at it, how many times it's actually in the King James Bible, it blows your mind. The Most High has a sense of humor.
Right.
That is for certain. But yeah, guys, you're doing a wonderful job. All of your stations, you're very informative. Keep doing what you're doing.
All praise.
You're forever in my prayers. Be strong. Be wise.
All praise to the Most High. Thank you for calling in, bro.
Now I want you to go to Isaiah 63, 8 and 9. Isaiah chapter 63, verse 8 and 9. So we got to get our people to understand that there's not going to be any salvation as long as this people are in rulership over us.
No, sir.
Go ahead.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 63 and verse 8. For he said, surely they are my people, children that will not lie. So he was their savior in all their affliction.
So now, what are we going over today? We are going over the affliction that is suffered by the Israelites, right? From the first story of Northern Kingdom to all of these lynchings, what do they all have in common? Our affliction, right? Let's go ahead and take that call.
Hey, shalom, caller. What's your name? Question or comment? Where you calling from?
Shalom, Captain.
Hey, shalom.
Captain in leadership. This is Jesse from Detroit.
What she said? Go ahead, sis.
Everybody from Detroit, can you hear me?
From Detroit. Go ahead, sis.
Okay, I was calling to say, because I see how y'all breaking out the lynching and see how they keep ruling everything as a suicide, right?
Right.
I learned that the highest rate for Esau when they commit suicide is they hang themselves. So they thinking that we're the same. We know that it's an act of hate. They're doing it to us, but they're ruling it as a suicide because that's how they kill themselves. That'd be the first thing they do when, say the stock market go down or somebody leaves them or if they don't get an inheritance. The first thing they want to do is hang themselves and commit suicide. That's how they commit their suicide more than, popping pills or drowning themselves.
Right.
So that's why they trying to look at us saying that's what we doing to ourselves, knowing dang well that no black person know how to hang no noose or do a good tie. We can barely tie a tie. So how are we hanging ourselves with nooses?
Right.
So that's all I wanted to say.
All
I appreciate y'all.
All praises. Thank you for calling in. Go ahead, Cap.
Go ahead, verse 9.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 63 and verse 9. In all their affliction.
So in all our affliction,
he was afflicted.
So our God is afflicted by the afflictions that are being put upon us. Go ahead.
And the angel of his presence saved them. In his love and in his pity, he redeemed them. And he bare them and carried them all the days of old.
So our afflictions are being felt by our God. That's why he said vengeance belongeth to him.
Right.
And we're going to have part in that vengeance. All right. So our brothers and sisters got to know you got to keep the commandments because that day is coming. I want to set you up for your Ezekiel prophecy yet.
No, you good.
But we're going to be well, you know what? Then let's get it.
Bring it out.
Ezekiel 25.
Bring it out.
Let's get that Ezekiel 25. Ezekiel 25 was that like 14?
Yep.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 25 and verse 14.
Because you know what? Of all the things that we're seeing, we got to give some glimmer of hope to our people. Go ahead.
And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom.
What will the Lord do?
And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom. By the hand of my people, Israel.
By who?
By the hand of my people, Israel.
Read.
And they shall do in Edom according to mine anger, and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord.
So Esau gonna get it.
That's right.
Esau gonna get it, and we gonna have part in that thing. All right. So that's to make y'all feel good about that.
All praises. So, I want to show y'all because remember we said the show is Florida, the illusion. So I want to show y'all how Florida kind of gets away, how they evade from the perception of a Mississippi or Alabama or Georgia. Go ahead.
The Truth About Central Florida's Racial History by David D. Porter and Centennial Staff, August 10, 2003. 40 years ago, when black teenagers marched to end racial segregation in Birmingham, Alabama, they endured attacks by head cop Bull Connor's police dogs and fire hoses. But in Orlando, it was quiet. Despite Orlando's outward claim in 1963, the most turbulent year was of the American Civil Rights era. The Sunshine State played a major role in events that ended Jim Crow laws that deprived blacks from basic freedom.
So what it's showing you is it was quiet, but there's a lot of things that happened here in Florida that ultimately led to civil rights being given to us because of the atrocities that happened here in Florida. Before Tulsa, there was Rosewood. Before they killed Martin Luther King, they killed Harriet T. Moore. All these things happened right here. Go ahead.
Many of the most violent racist attacks against blacks in America during the 20th century occurred in Florida.
Read that again.
Many of the most violent racist attacks against blacks in America.
And where?
In America during the 20th century occurred in Florida.
So don't be asleep. Don't be asleep because we got beaches and theme parks. All these, and guess who? You know who's very major population down here? The so-called Jews.
Right.
So it ain't by chance. Go ahead, keep reading.
Between 1900 and 1930, Florida had more lynchings per capita than Alabama or Mississippi.
Hold on, we had what?
Florida had more lynchings per capita than Alabama or Mississippi.
There were more black people murdered, lynched right here in Alabama or Mississippi. Go ahead.
In 1920, an election day dispute in Ocoee ended the lynching of July Perry and terror attacks that drove blacks out of that West Orange County town. A year later, a report that a black man raped a white woman set off a riot in North Florida's Levy County. A white crowd went on an arson and killing rampage that decimated a black
Hamlet known as
Rosewood.
So all these different things happened to us. Go ahead.
Hey, blow that back up. I just want to point something out right quick. Blow it back up so we can see. because for those that don't live down here, scroll down, where it says Ocoee.
Yep.
Okay, all right. Where it says terror attacks drove blacks out of the West Orange County town. Orange County is Orlando.
Right.
Okay. This is Disney.
Yep.
Okay. This is where you bring your kids to go see Donald Duck and Goofy and all of that crap.
Mickey
right?
Mouse's house.
Hey, and this is the history that they don't want you to know about.
Mm-hmm.
And that terror still plagues our communities down here to this very day.
Hey, and then they surprised when the Klan go march on Disney World.
Right.
Why? Because they know they good out here.
Right.
Y'all don't know the roots. They know the roots.
Right.
They know in Ocoee 100 Negroes were murdered and nobody got arrested.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happens here. So it talks about Rosewood. I remember being young watching Rosewood. I didn't really comprehend what I was really watching.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to watch it again, Lord's will, this week. But they always was dramatized and make things seem better than what it was.
Right.
I just watched the clip today, and they had white people fighting against other white people to defend the town. I was like, huh? Anyway, go ahead.
Ain't nothing left there no more but a sign.
Exactly. We better go into that. Press play on that on the TV trailer, on the movie trailer, and we might have to talk to it, even though it's 1997, but the movie trailer. And they still ain't made the motion picture of what happened in Tulsa.
Thank you for the bounty of our lives and the blessings you bestowed on us in home and family.
Hey, boss. And you know, it's funny because they had a 100-year reunion for the Tulsa bombing. But they ain't did nothing for Rosewood because, like you said, to this day, I rolled through there.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing there at
just a
all.
sign.
Nothing there at all in Rosewood. Letting you know they burnt that thing to the ground.
Right.
Go ahead.
1923. The black town of Rosewood was a land of opportunity.
You've been drifting along, Mr. Man.
Seemed like forever.
Colored folks own all the land around here. All the businesses, too.
It was a black city.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody, they weren't worried about Esau. We minded our business. Press play.
Man can make a new start around here. Make something of himself.
Until the day, one woman's false accusation.
Tell me the truth. Was it truly a colored done this to you?
Unleashed a fury against their town.
If you find him, well, you know what to do.
There'd be some trouble around here, sir. To show use your help.
There ain't no way in the world one man got enough bullets for all them crackers.
And a search for the guilty became a hunt for the innocent.
These are real folks died. Women and children ain't done nothing wrong to no soul.
Now, colored folk just can't be running all the time. There comes a time when you got to stand up and defend your rights.
Pause. So in the movie, I remember watching the movie, and they fought against them a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't really comprehend what I was watching. Like I said, I was a child. This was born in 1990. I was like 7, 8, 10, somewhere around that range. But when I look at it now with spiritual eyes, I'm like, damn, they really burned that whole city to the ground. They made a movie about it, and they ain't do reparations or nothing. They ain't gave nothing back to those people. A whole city destroyed, and black people just go around like it's nothing happened. How you still find the way to fix your mouth to say that this man is a gentleman and you want to lay down with him? You want to, like, I don't get it. I don't get it. But hey, that caller's still there? All right, cool. You answer?
Yeah, I was going to say to your point, Cap, even up until last year, Tulsa, Oklahoma, they were still suing to get something back because they're like, we got descendants that's alive.
There you go. Right.
And the judge that told them they had a case turned around and shut it down. Meanwhile, I didn't even notice they are bringing roughly about $30 million off of tourism, off of what they did to the town. So they got revenue coming in.
Damn. Crazy. $30 million, and they can't get these people nothing.
Nothing.
Damn shame. So that was the y'all can go out of the trailer. We good on the trailer. What's this? Is this the video? Let me see. See the thumbnail of it. Is it explaining what's going on? Let me see. Okay, yeah. Press play on that real quick. We're running out of time.
They came on the first day of January.
Go ahead, First Lady.
And they did not stop burning and shooting and hanging and lynching until January the 7th.
It's a story that's rarely talked about, but it needs to be told. A dark moment in our state's history. The town of Rosewood was a small, predominantly black community not too far from Gainesville. It was destroyed at the hands of an angry, racist mob. All that's left, their descendants who continue to tell their stories.
We were entrepreneurs. We had businesses. We had 3 churches in Rosewood. I mean, and this is in the early 1900s.
Rosewood is a part of Ebony Pickett's family history. She never lived there, but she can tell you all about it through stories handed down through 5 generations.
Everybody's lawns was manicured and there was roses all around, and it was almost like this picture perfect place.
That picture shattered on New Year's Day 1923 when a mob of white men invaded Rosewood, burning homes and churches and shooting people as they fled.
They came on the first...
So, hold on. All right, take it off. I just want to show y'all what they did. What they did to us in Rosewood. And this is why we telling y'all, this man, even though you in Florida, no matter where you at, it's the same man. You can't save this man. He would not be saved, like we brought out in Hebrews 12, like we brought out in Wisdom of Solomon. Give me Obadiah 1 real quick. Obadiah 1. This man is the deceiver that God speaks about. That's who he is. He is God's sword. All these cases, you see how people at peace, and he come and try to destroy everything. Let me see something. Let me block Tyrone real quick.
He good, man. He did for a necessary
Tyrone going
reason.
crazy. All right,
Israel
cool.
cutting his ass up.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Read verse 15.
The book of Obadiah,
That's
chapter
Tyrone
1.
the Roach. That's Tyrone the Roach.
Tyroach, yeah.
Verse 15. For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen, as thou hast done.
Read.
It shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head.
Thy reward shall be upon thy own head. All we doing, y'all, is showing the things that this man did to us. Right. So why y'all surprised when we tell you the prophecies that's written about Esau? When we showing you all the things that he done and continue to do to us. And y'all still trying to change this man.
Think.
Go ahead.
That's not thinking. Think. For verse 16. For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually.
Read.
Yea, they shall drink and shall swallow down. And they shall be as though they had not been.
They're gonna be like they never existed. Read.
But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance.
A deliverance is coming for you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Read.
Right. And there shall be holiness. And the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions.
Read.
And the house of Jacob shall be a fire. And the house of Joseph a flame.
Read.
And the house of Esau for stubble.
For what?
For stubble.
Read.
And they shall kindle in them and devour them. And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau.
For what?
For the Lord has spoken.
Hold on, no. For Bishop Nathaniel has spoken.
For the Lord has spoken.
Hold on, no. Because the deacons have spoken.
For the Lord has spoken.
That's what y'all don't understand. Y'all can call us whatever you want. A hate group, a clan, the black KKK. The Lord has spoken against Esau. And guess what? Right. If you ain't Esau, why you mad? Right. Why you mad if you ain't Esau? It should roll off your back.
Right.
But you know why you mad? Because you know who you are.
Why?
Your professors, your psychologists, all of y'all, you know who you are, and your time is up. That's Bible. Understand that, and that's Bible. What is the
nation? Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models.